Hey there, if you're anything like me, you've been looking for some good news in this economy of ours in the middle of this coronavirus crisis, and I finally have some great news for you on the real estate front. Hey there, John Glutch with the Glutch Group, the team leader, and we're monitoring every day all of the information in the real estate market to keep you apprised of what's going on so you can make great decisions regarding your housing situation. So I want to talk today about some improvements we're seeing for the very first time in the real estate market going the right direction, which is very fun. So let's start with the Cromford Market Index. This is an index produced by the people at the Cromford Report. They are a fantastic source. I would recommend subscribing to them if you want to keep live updates on what's going on in the marketplace. Check them out. They are fantastic. And this Cromford Market Index measures supply and demand. Anything above 100 means there's upward pressure on pricing. So when you see here at 240, which was like in March, that's crazy high, like really, really high. That means multiple offers on homes. Prices are going up very rapidly. That's almost a frenzy of an economy. And then when you get below 100, there's downward pressure on pricing. So you can see here in March, we had a super high. Things were absolutely crazy. It was very hard for buyers to get houses. And then it started falling off a cliff. Now, here's what's interesting. You can see just barely this starting to level off. We were seeing a downward fall of that market index of about 2.5 points per day, which is the fastest it's ever fallen. And now we are at a 1.6 points per day fall rate, which is not great, right? You don't want it falling. In a normal world, that would be really bad. But in this world, that's actually not too bad. We're making progress. It's starting to level out, which is a great sign. Now, I want you to keep in mind context here. So let's take a look at the next slide. This is like, you can see all the different colors, 2015, 2016, 17, 18. I pulled 19 off because that was most recently. I wanted to give you, and that was a very frenzied hot market, especially toward the end of the year. And then 2020. So you can see now we're barely just getting to, those were pretty good markets, right? Like it has been awesome. So nothing to worry about yet. And we're starting to see this thing level off. It's looking unlikely that it's going to get below 100. This is really great news. And another reminder, this is the Cromford Market Index, the black line, as compared to price appreciation, which is the blue lines. So the blue lines represent upward price appreciation. You can see here we got to 40%, craziness. And then we did not see negative price appreciation until well after, like a year after, the Cromford Market Index got below 100. And we're nowhere near that right now. We're still like pretty hot. We're seeing multiple offers often on properties, like right now. So the likelihood of prices going down, I think, is getting even less and less likely. And if it does happen, it's probably not going to be anytime really soon. This is great news in an economy that could use it, right? So I'm here to bring you a bright dose of good news in here. If you're a homeowner, you're going to be probably in pretty good shape here. Now, I want to show you one other chart, another good news chart here, the listings under contract chart. This is how many properties are under contract at any given time in all of Metro Phoenix. And we're seeing an uptick, which is great. So kind of a leveling off. Again, you can see the falling off a cliff here, way less houses under contract, but now we're starting to see an increase. So when is that going to level off? We're not exactly sure. There's still some downward pressure on pricing, and this is just the very beginning. I'm giving you like live news right now, what's happening. We won't know if this is a trend or if this is something to like throw a party about for, another several weeks, maybe even months, but I want you guys to know about the very latest as quick as possible. So I wanted to get this video done as soon as we started to get the good news. So great news. I will keep you up to date very regularly. As always, you can check out our blog, glutchgroup.com/blog for the absolute latest, or sign up. Just give us your email address. We can send you those updates as we send out emails every week with updates as well. So we'd love to keep you informed. Practically, if you were looking to buy a house, I know a lot of people have been on the sidelines waiting for the bubble to burst so they could get these great prices. That's not going to happen. I think it's very unlikely. I think if you're looking to buy a house, now is probably your window. When there's some people kind of still at home not buying houses, you might have a chance here to have more selection, not be fighting with 10 buyers, but only fight with 2, which is kind of nice. If you're a seller and you've been waiting to sell, my advice for this whole time, and still continues to be to this day, I would sell sooner than later if you already had a plan to sell. I think that you are going to see increased supply, more people coming on the market, maybe people who lost their jobs, need money, whatever, which will have some negative effects on the market and just mean you'll have more competition. So I would encourage you, if you're interested in selling, doing that sooner than later. So if you're real risk averse, you don't want to take much risk, then I would wait, because we're going to know a lot more in a month or two. But if you already had plans to sell or already had plans to buy, I think now might be your window to really jump in there and take advantage of a turn in the market. Let me know if you have any questions. Have a great day. Stay safe.